in the first. You have to just, you are the first in the South primary. Do you ever hear that term, first in the South? Do you know that, Russell? Is that a big deal, I guess, right? I kept you there, so you should be a big deal. I think I'll take credit. It's a big deal. But it is a big deal. You're highly respected as a state. Get everyone you know. Make sure they're registered to vote and get them out on Saturday, February 24th. It's a big time. Think of it. It's less than 4 months before the season starts. We start in Iowa. We go to New Hampshire. We come down here. You know, the beauty was when I came here, everyone thought Bush was going to win. And then they took a poll, and they found out Trump was up by about 50 points. Everyone said, what's going on right here? They thought Bush, because Bush supposedly was a military person. Great. You know what he was a military? He got us into the Middle East. How did that work out, right? But they all thought that Bush might win. Jeb. Remember Jeb? He used the word Jeb. He didn't use the word Bush. I said, you mean he's ashamed of the last name? And then they immediately started using the name Bush. Never forget it. But we came here, and everyone thought, remember he brought his mother here, his wonderful mother. She was 94 years old, and it was pouring. And they're wheeling her around, and it's raining and horrible. I said, who would do that to your mother at 94 years old? How desperate are you to win? But we beat him by like 40 points, and we went on to a lot of victories. We won in New Hampshire big. We won here big, and we just went in and cleaned out the slate. And then 2020, we got, I guess, 100% of the vote. And now we're at levels that nobody's ever seen before with competition. Nobody's ever seen the levels that we're at now. And most importantly, we're at levels against Crooked Joe that nobody's seen, because you just don't see that with Republicans. They have certain advantages, as you know. They have certain areas of the country that, regardless of good or bad, they want to vote for these people. I actually think they're changing their tune also, because nobody can want to vote for this guy. Nobody. And maybe he makes it to the gate. I don't know if he makes it to the gate. I don't think it even matters anymore, because they have been so destructive to our country, what they've done as a party, that I don't even think it matters. Who are they going to put in? A guy from California that's destroyed that state? They're going to put in Kamala? Kamala. Actually, our numbers are better against Kamala than they are against Joe, so maybe we'd like Kamala too. But 2024 is our final battle. With you at my side, we will demolish the deep state. We will expel the warmongers. Get them all out of our government. We will drive out the globalists. We will cast out the communists, the Marxists, the fascists. And we will throw off the sick political class that hates our country. We will rout the fake news media. Those people right there, they're fake, so many of them. You know, when the Washington Post, ABC came out with their big numbers that I was leading by 10 points, do you know that ABC wouldn't put the numbers on? Do you know that ABC and the Washington Post said this must be an outlier, meaning the numbers that they spend millions of dollars on polling, the numbers must be wrong. It was their poll. And that I watched. They didn't want to put the numbers on, so they covered the minor numbers underneath, but they didn't want to put the numbers on, and they didn't. Now, these are corrupt people. We will evict Joe Biden from the White House. We will continue, and we will finish the draining of the swamp once and for all. The great silent majority is rising like never before, and that is happening. I've never seen spirit or enthusiasm like we have this time.